channel that covers reality TV from a mental health perspective. What a freaking week it has been. It's been the weirdest week, man. So I only had a 4-day work week. The reason I only had a 4-day work week, if you guys have been following, I took Monday off to be part of this film, this independent film that Cara Maria and Rachel Riley had going on. I was in one scene. I was the star of the scene. Just kidding. I don't know. I was a part of the scene. I don't know if I was a star of the scene, but I was a part of the scene. I always consider, like, it's weird to say, but y'all know from when I went to all those TV shows, the live daytime television shows, I would say if I went to 50 shows, like 40 of them, they would put me in the front row, and close to the same number, they would have me in the background of the scene. So I always feel like I'm always a star in my own role. That's how I feel. Yeah, I have fun. I always make sure that it's fun. The thing is, you have to bring your own fun to make things fun, and I try to do that everywhere. So Sunday I was riding high. It was so cool to get to meet Rachel, talk to her a little bit. I ate breakfast. I ate breakfast with freaking Rachel, Riley, and Cara, and the two people from 99 to Beat. What are their names? Dakota and Miranda. Also cool, but obviously I know them much less. They were on one season of one show, so I just kind of had learned who they were through watching 99 to Beat. But really, it's like I basically got to have a breakfast with Rachel and Cara, and that was a highlight. That was a cool highlight for me. Not that it was long. I was with them for like 10 to 15 minutes, but imagine like you get to eat breakfast with some of your favorite reality stars, and then after the breakfast, you get to be in a movie scene with them. You can't really beat that. A lot of people said that about her, and I said to Rachel, I was like, a lot of people know you from, your original seasons of Big Brother, and I said, I'm not an OG fan, so I got to know you via, aside from watching the clips. Everyone has seen the highlights, but I told her that I got to know her via this past season, season 27, and I was impressed at the way that she was able to navigate the game differently than she had in the past to some degree and make it that far. And I told her how disappointed I was in the way that she got out. I'm like, the one and only person in the history of Big Brother to get out without being voted out. That's insane. And she was like, yeah, she admitted she was really pissed about that, but she said that Brendan actually like helped her reel it in. Because Brendan was pissed too, if you guys remember seeing all the stuff he was posting online. So but I guess he was like, I need to be her voice of reason to try to help her cope with that experience. But anyways, it is what it is. The reason why I haven't been on, like I told you guys, I was gonna do a Traders recap and all that stuff, but obviously, as you can hear, I have not been well. I think I caught some kind of flu bug, as I have been feeling extremely sick from, I think, Tuesday and on. From like Tuesday to now, I've not been feeling well. So I didn't even watch the new Traders episode. I watched the two new Traders episodes. I watched the first 3 I thought they were pretty good. Actually, Monday I did the filming, and then Tuesday I made a speech at my job. If you want to see the speech, it's on my YouTube page, and quite honestly, I feel like it's one of my best pieces of work. I've done a lot of speeches. I rarely sit here and say that I'm impressed with my own work, because I'm my own toughest, harshest critic, but that particular speech meant a lot to me because, well, maybe I'll get into it another time. It's another story for another day, but it's on there for you to watch if you would like to watch it. It's about 7 minutes. So, and then I battled through Wednesday to Friday with this illness because I've already taken a decent amount of PTO days, and it's only January. So I try to save my PTO days for when I really need them, but I already used some for like recreational things. So unfortunately, here I am, forcing myself to get through it. But I got through it this Friday, and also Monday is off. Monday is off, MLK Day. What are you honking at, sir or ma'am? Like, chill. Anyways, so I have the weekend off to, rest and recuperate and hopefully come back next week stronger and better. What else was I going to say? Yeah, so I'm going to try to catch up on those 2 episodes of The Traitors tonight. It's so hard for me to recap The Traitors just because The Traitors is such an involved show. What is this car doing? Like, this person is nuts. New York driving in a nutshell. Let's see what was held for review. Oh, man. I don't want to know about the 4th episode because I haven't watched it. All right. Okay. Hide user on this channel. Let's see. What else? There was something else I was gonna say. What did you say? I watched your speech. What did you think of the speech, Vicky? The reason I was kind of impressed with myself with the speech is because I wrote something down, and I don't know. I was gonna go up there and freestyle the speech because, that's just a gift of mine to be able to just freestyle, and that was my plan. And then people started asking me at the job once they knew I was gonna make the speech. They were like, "So, are you nervous about it? What are you gonna say? You're gonna get up there in front of the board of directors and just say anything?" And it's not that I was just gonna say anything. It's that I can formulate a speech in my head, especially when it's on that specific topic. Because if I'm talking about my life, it's not really something that I have to think too hard about. My story is my story. I could go up and speak on that story 100 different places and it will be the same exact story. It's just that depending on what I think of for that day, let's put it this way. I have the recipe to bake the cake. The recipe of the cake never changes. What might change is the icing that I put around the cake. I might put a different design on the icing, or I might add a flower this time or a heart the next time. But the batter is the batter. And that's basically why I felt like I didn't need to prepare. But then all these people kind of made me second guess myself, and I was like, okay, let me write out a speech. I got up there to deliver the speech that I wrote out, and then I didn't even end up looking at it. So I wrote a speech, but then I freestyled anyways. I knew that would be the case. It would just be a waste of a speech to sit down and write one, but it's all good. I guess it's like a safety security blanket for me to have something, and like I always envision myself just getting up there and speaking and then my mind going blank, which doesn't really happen, but I just sometimes envision worst case scenarios, and that was the one that envisioned, in that moment. All right. It was entertaining and informative and showed the humorous side of you. Thank you. Yeah, so I got up there, I gave what I did. I did what I said. I don't know what I'm saying. I came up with whatever I came up with, and it went well, and a lot of people complimented me for that. You did great with the presentation. Thank you. So I got an email today that on the 21st, I think, that the movie that I did is having a rap party, which I hope is not during the day. Because, I feel like even if it is during the day, I will call out sick just to be able to go, because the actual filming, even though I did get a chance to have breakfast with Cara and Rachel, it wasn't like we got that much time. And a rap party, I've never been to a rap party, like a rap party for the movie. So I wonder, I hope it's free. I hope it's like free and catered. That would be amazing. So I could go to the rap party and meet up with all the people that were in the film and whatever, I've never been a part of something like that before. So I didn't even do acting in school. I wasn't part of the drama club or anything like that. Even though if you ask me if I could go back in time and do something in high school that I never did, it would probably be that. The drama club probably could have helped. I've heard it helps with anxiety and stuff like that. In terms of me catching up with the traders, recapping, I hope that I start feeling better this weekend. Maybe I can do some recaps. But here's my 100% transparency. I don't know if I'm going to recap the traders this year, but I'm going to make sure that I'm ready 100% for Survivor. Survivor 50. Big. I can't wait for Survivor 50. I'm going to be on it with the drafts. I'm probably going to go to the premiere party. I would love if I saw like Sari, Parvati, like all these legends for that are returning, or hopefully a lot of them. But yeah, that's when my page is going to be my page again. I gotta say, even though you guys don't know him mostly, rest in peace to my guy. I also lost someone this week. You as people who view my channel probably won't remember him because it's been a while since I really posted like fitness and fitness classes and stuff. But one of my former personal trainers passed away early this week. I got the news that he was on a ventilator. He had a stroke and was on a ventilator late last week. I had that information confirmed, and then I found out early this week he passed away. He was only 51 years old. And when I tell you this guy was full of life, it wasn't like he was sick when he got the stroke or sick that anyone knew of. Vibrant, healthy gym instructor. His wife told me that he had high blood pressure though. So that was kind of a wake-up call in some sense for me, because a lot of people in my family have had strokes and high blood pressure and high cholesterol, including my dad. So I was like, I gotta get my health in order. I feel like I keep saying that, but I need to really commit to getting my health in order. Very, 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 very important. Because anyone can go at any time. Death does not discriminate. And also, I mean, do the things that you love while you can do them. That's my goal for the rest of my life. Like, do the things that you love. Do the things that you love while you can do them. Because you never will know when you can't. This is only the beginning. I never saw what coming. Doing the movie. Yeah, it was kind of just a random thing that I was just on Instagram one day, and I saw it on Cara Maria's story. It was like, who wants to be in a film with me and Rachel Riley? So I clicked on the link and I looked at it and I was like, why not? That sounds like a cool thing to do. So I just decided to do it on a whim, and I had a great time doing it. I got there about 9:45 in the morning, and it finished for me. My part finished about 3 something. It wasn't that I was filming for 6 hours. It was that we were in this holding area while they were filming other scenes. So my filming time was probably like no more than 1 to 2 hours at the most, which I was happy about because I was not trying to stay on set all day. I'm not an all day on set type of person. Like, I admire people who do that, because I am not one, my friends. I can recap myself on this one. Thank you for the condolences. My son had 2, and he just turned 54. Wow. You only live once. Yeah. Absolutely. You only live once. Like, this is the type of guy who, if you knew him, you just couldn't imagine him not being on this earth. I mean, I know you could probably say that of anyone, but there's some people who you're like, there's some people who are such a, he's such a like ball of energy. He was always energetic. He was always positive. He always had all these different goals and dreams of stuff that he wanted to do with his life. Always. If I didn't talk to him for 2 weeks, the next time I talked to him, he would have some big plan, and he'd be like, I got this big plan, Mark. And it's not just that he would say he has a plan. He would be like, this plan is going to take off, Mark, so you better jump on and be a part of it. And I'd kind of be like, yeah, whatever, Harvey. You always have a plan. You always have a big plan that's going to take off. But he did a lot of things in a short time. And yes, I am calling 51 years a short time. He maximized that life of his. There's so much death that has been surrounding my life in the past 2 years. Not to take this to that turn, but really that's where my mind is going. There's so much death that I have experienced in the last 2 years, to where I'm like, I need to make sure that I'm doing things in my life that are purposeful. Not just that I need to make sure that I'm doing things in my life that are purposeful. I need to make sure that I have the right people around me. I need to make sure that the decisions that I make, would I regret this decision if it's the last thing that I ever do? You know, those types of things. Let's see. Cabby or something, you know. Why don't you audition too and got the part? I don't know, man. I don't know. The thing with me is, it's not even about whether I think I could be a good actor or not. It's just like things that I know would challenge my anxiety. I kind of avoid them. And I know that's not necessarily the best way, but something like a film, you really have to lock in to being really, really good and really stable for a really long amounts of time. No matter what's happening in your life, your personal life, your work life. I guess somebody who is doing a film would probably take time off of work to complete the film. So maybe that part is not a factor, but everything else that I said is very much a factor. Yeah, but I don't know. But anyways, I don't feel good, so I just wanted to jump on here and update everybody on what's happening with me, and that's about it. So please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified when I drop some more